Hello, it is me, the rock and roll mystic. It's been a hot minute. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for joining me and watching. I have been a bit busy, which is the reason why I haven't been around. You know, the political world. If you watched any of my videos, you know that's kind of been my hyper focus. And it's almost like 10 years happened in this past week. So I have been busy. And then before that, it was just chaos. But I decided that I will come in and chat with you guys. I was watching or catching up on videos on YouTube and all of the people that I follow. And I came across a video by one of the people I follow, Elle LaZareet. And she did a tag, which is hashtag new era you. And the title of the video was Become Your Best Self. And I got excited because I used to have a group on Facebook. It was a pretty active group called Become Your Best Self. So I'm like, well, I have to do this VR. So I figured that's what I would come in and talk to you about. And I'm on my phone. So if I end up looking away and then looking back at you, is because I'm trying to get used to staring at the camera. So my eyes want to go towards my face, which is not really good. But I will do my darndest, I promise. So Elle came up with this video was 2 months ago, and she looks like she got the questions off of Pinterest, and she decided to make a video on it and create a tag and invite anybody who watches it. And it took me a bit because I haven't been really up on watching a lot of videos lately, so I was catching up. And I saw it. Again, she did this 2 months ago, so I'm a little late to the party. And we have a list of, let me see, I have it over here, just 22 questions. And basically, these questions are, who do you want to be? How will you become your best self? And they're all kind of like, who are you going to be, let's say, or who do you want to be? Like, if you picture yourself, what do you look like? What are you doing? Where are you living? Where are all those things? And as I was watching her video, I was thinking like, well, this is kind of like a virtual vision board. And I think it's a really good tag. So thank you, Elle. I don't know how many people have done this tag. I may be the first one. I don't know. We're both small channels. So, you know, if you watch this and you see these questions and you want to join in, please feel free. Because I think this is a really great exercise for a lot of people. It's, like I said, a virtual vision board. So I'm just going to get right into the questions. And the first question is, what does she look like? All right, well, my, I guess, vision of myself would probably be a little bit rocker hippie chic. And I have no idea what my hair color would be because I tend to change it a lot. When I first started this YouTube channel, I was just coming off of having magenta hair. Then I went to my natural, and then I had a lot of gray, and I was trying to rock the crone, and that didn't work. And now you can't really tell because it's dark. I'm sitting on my porch. It's, 2 in the morning. And, it's kind of like a, I don't know, a strawberry red. It looks darker than it actually is, but yeah, so I have no idea what my hair color is going to be. But I can see myself kind of rocking that rocker hippie chic. Yeah. So that's what she's going to look like. And she's going to be about at least 40 pounds lighter. Yes. Yes, she is going to be 40, maybe even 50 pounds lighter. That would be ideal. How does she dress on a typical day? I just answered that. Rocker, hippie, chic. I like my concert tees. I like flowing skirts. I like kimono type things. I like dresses with a little bit of an edge to it. Something comfortable. So that's kind of how I see myself dressing. I will probably still wear a lot of black because that's just who I am. Add that little goth touch in there. Number 3, what does she like? She likes the same things that I like now. She likes crystals, she likes plants, she likes herbs, she likes cats, she likes music, she likes expanding and exploring and educating herself and growing and healing and getting rid of all of the stuff. That's what she likes. She likes all of the same things. She likes nature and flowers and the moon and just things that make her feel happy. Just like me. Just like me. Maybe she likes things a little bit more organized because I'm a little bit chaotic. So that's the one difference, is she'll be more, she likes things more organized. What doesn't she like? She doesn't like chaos. She doesn't like clutter to the point where things don't have a home. Like right now, I live in a small house with a lot of stuff, and I there's no homes for things, and I have a real hard time getting rid of things. So she doesn't like excessive clutter. She still likes her things, but she likes to have order and structure in that. She doesn't like she doesn't like a lot of cars around her. Like, I live kind of in a city right now. It's a small city. It's like a river city. So it's not like New York City or anything like that. And there's just cars everywhere. There's cars everywhere. She doesn't like to have a lot of cars on the road. She doesn't like to have no property. She doesn't like to have she doesn't like the people, just like I don't like the people, unless she has to people. Yeah, that's what she doesn't like. What is her behavior like in different situations? I would say similar to what I do now, just more healed. More, she's done more work on herself. She's worked on her shadows more. She behaves in a way that people, I don't know, see beyond what I look like. Like they sense who I am. So my behavior is that of light and love and organization and structure, and really stepping into the alchemist that I strive to be, being able to change situations to where things are better. Yeah, it's going to be slower. She's not rushed. She is peaceful. and she moves with intention. So her behaviors basically help situations instead of the situations dictating her behaviors. All right. Number 6. How does she socially interact with others, and what's her demeanor like? Well, my demeanor is going to be together, peaceful, in integrity. Like when somebody looks at me, they're going to say, I can trust her. Because hopefully, and my goal, my picture of this person is she has a brick and mortar store. She is dealing with customers. That's her main social interaction. I'm still working at all that stuff, but she's gonna be like me. I don't do bars. I don't do parties. I'm not an extrovert. I'm an introvert. Crowds make me nervous. So during the day, I like the social interactions of dealing with my customers, being able to help them and serve them, but then have my own space. I don't really have a lot of, I guess, active friendships. I have a lot of online friendships, so I don't really have a lot of in-person friendships. As of right now, I have one in-person relationship in my area. Everybody else lives, my best friend lives in Louisiana. I have friends in UK. I have friends in Arizona. I have friends in Tasmania. So everything's online. I have friends in Canada. So I don't really have that many people that I interact with on the daily, and that's by choice. So my future self will also be that way. Interaction with her customers, maybe going out to dinner or whatever, but most of my interactions will be with my husband or online. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. How does she prefer to be treated by others? The way I treat them. I strive to walk in integrity and honesty and kindness and empathy, and I would hope that that is how others treat me, my future self. How does she treat people around her? I just answered that question with integrity and honesty, and kindness. Number 9, what does her daily routine entail? Well, I could see her still having her morning ritual, which is like a 2 or 3 hour time period where you get up, you enjoy your cats, you have your breakfast. It's nice and slow. I don't like to rush. If I cannot have an alarm clock, I would appreciate that. And then I go to work. I do the work that I love. Come home, relax with my kitty, play with my plants. Yeah. That's my routine would be simple. I don't want to have a rushed life. I don't want to have a busy life. Yes, I want a brick and mortar store, but my future self has designed it and has intended it to be a store that I can handle, that I can be consistent with, that I can enjoy for long term. At what time does she usually go to bed? Well, I don't know. I don't have a store yet. But I know I will not have traditional hours. I will not have traditional retail hours. because I'm not going to need the store to survive. So I can choose the hours that I want. So I would say, I mean, right now I go to bed at 5 in the morning. That's pretty much my typical time. So if I'm going to be running a shop, I can't exactly open the shop up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon unless I'm in a position where it's busier in the evening than it is during the day, wherever I go. I don't think that's going to happen because I would like to be in the mountains of Vermont. So, cute little New England town, they're typically shutting down around 6 o'clock. So maybe I can see myself going to bed at 3 a.m. I am naturally a night person, so I don't force myself to stay up. I would love to be able to go to bed at a reasonable time. That just doesn't happen. But if I'm going to be getting up a little bit earlier than I normally do, then I think I could probably get to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's when I'm going to go to bed. What time? When does she wake up in the morning? Well, right now I wake up at like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if I have a shop, obviously I can't do that unless my hours are like, say, noon to 6 or noon to 7. But if I go to bed at 3, I can conceivably see her waking up at like 10 or 11. Yeah, I can conceivably. So I would say go to bed at 3 a.m., wake up at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. Yeah, so like 11 a.m., 10 a.m. or 3 a.m. Gosh, numbers. 11 a.m. wake up, 3 a.m. go to bed. Maybe 10 a.m. wake up. Yeah, I haven't thought this through, so I'm just going off the cuff here. Obviously, it all depends on if my future self has the brick and mortar shop. If I don't have the brick and mortar shop yet, then it's going to be the same as I have right now. 1 p.m. wake up, 5 a.m. go to bed. Because I'm not going to force myself to do anything other than what my body can do. All right, so what are her hobbies and interests? Probably the same as I have right now. They will be energy, metaphysics, plants, herbs, the craft, candles, incense, oils, all of that stuff. Music. Can't forget the music. Yeah. Music's always going to be there. Because I am the rock and roll mystic, for heaven's sakes. Okay, what is the next question? We are on 13. What is a profession or occupation? I just mentioned that. I would like to have a brick and mortar metaphysical shop that sells kind of, witchy items, sells herbs, sells crystals, under the Magic Rocks umbrella. Take my, what will be an online shop and actually bring it to a brick and mortar store. That is my profession. What are her long-term goals and aspirations? Long-term goals or aspirations to have a property, a large enough property where I have a large enough house or facilities that I've built to run retreats periodically each year. Maybe 2, maybe 3, at most 4. It'll be just weekend retreats. Nothing crazy, nothing big, just intimate settings. If I have a big enough house, it will just be, people that can fit into the extra bedrooms. Very quaint. I would like to have a part-time spiritual retreat center. That would be my long-term goals and aspirations. Yes. All right. So what is okay, number 15, how does she handle stress or challenges with grace? With grace. With confidence, with ease. With intelligence, not just mental intelligence, but emotional intelligence. That's how I'm going to be. That's how she is. That's how she is. She handles challenges with grace and stress with grace. Number 16, what types of books does she enjoy? If you've watched my videos, you know I'm not much of a reader. I love books. I have lots of books. But with my ADHD, it's really difficult for me to read a book because it does take me like 6 times to read a paragraph and actually have the paragraph sink in. So it's very tiring to read. So most of the books that I get, I use them like reference books. That's me now. How is she? She's better. She's better. She is not so strapped by the stresses of where she's living. So she can navigate her life a lot better. She has worked on her ADHD enough where she can actually maybe read a couple books here and there. And she has time to maybe get an audiobook and listen to an audiobook. Because I do like books. I just don't read them. So yeah, that's kind of what it'll be like. How does she maintain her physical and mental well-being? By making sure that I am continually working on myself. That I do not allow triggers and traumas and my conditioning from my childhood rear its ugly head and get in the way. She lives on a large piece of property with lots of nature around her. So she is outside. She's with nature. That is how her mental well-being is being taken care of. And because I have property and because I'm outside a lot, I will be more active. I will be gardening and I will be doing the things that bring me joy, which in turn will help me stay physically well. Like I said in the beginning, I would like to be 50 pounds less weight-wise. And I think future me will have a handle on things because the stress will be lower. She'll be handling things with grace. She will be living in a state of joy. All right, so 18. Does she have any specific dietary preferences or restrictions? Yes, because I have them now. I am gluten-free, dairy-free, canola oil free, and I do not see that changing in any way, shape, or form. I am allergic to canola oil. I'm very allergic to canola oil. I'm allergic to dairy. I can have a tiny bit, but I do get to a point where it's too much and then I get sick. And, you know, gluten, my body just doesn't like gluten. So that will never change. I will probably continually be carnivore. I will not be vegan. I spiritually think that's morally unethical, but that's my opinion. And if anybody wants to hear why I think that way, I'm happy to do a video on that. No shade to anybody who is vegan. Because if I truly believe in you eat for the health of your body. So my opinions should never sway anybody to feel, I guess, put upon or judged or anything like that. I don't want anybody to think that way. But yeah, I will probably still be a carnivore. No gluten, no dairy, no canola oil. But hopefully her gut will be a little bit in a better shape, that she can, eat the baked goods that she will be cooking. Because I do like baking. I do like, if I'm going to be playing with my herbs and my plants, I'm going to be baking. I would like to make more jams and jellies and breads and stuff like that with edible flowers and with herbs. So, yeah, she's going to be a little bit healthier and be able to eat a little bit more. But my restrictions will probably maintain the same. Okay. 19. Who are her closest friends and what are her relationships like with them? My closest friends will probably be the same friends I have right now. My relationships, I don't see them changing. Maybe they're stronger. Maybe with my shop, I meet others. I don't know, but I don't see my social interaction or my relationships changing too much. It'll most likely be me and my husband and my cat. That relationship will stay as it is. Again, my friendships, I don't see them changing anytime soon, nor do I want them to. Maybe if my bestie can move closer to me, that would be wonderful. But, so that would change if she moved closer to me. But yeah, I don't see too much change there. Number 20, how does she navigate conflicts or disagreements? I'm going to answer it the same way I answered the previous question, with grace. Grace, integrity, honesty, compassion, empathy, and hopefully she will be healed to the point where there aren't that many conflicts or disagreements. I mean, they are going to be there because that is, but hopefully I'm healed enough to just respond to them and not react to them. Because if you don't react, there's really not conflict. There's just a difference of opinion, and you can respond to that in a healthy way. Yeah, that's that. Number 21, we are almost done. Number 21, what values or principles guide her decision making? The same ones that guide me today. Honesty, integrity, loyalty, empathy, compassion, kindness, patience. Yeah, all there. She's probably better at it than I am right now because she has had more time to heal and she's done more work. But yeah, those are the values and principles that will guide my decision making, or her decision making. Last question, how does she spend her leisure time on weekends? With my family, in nature, relaxed, no stress, quiet, intentional, with the occasional rock concert. I have to throw that in. I haven't seen, I don't get to see concerts that often. Luckily, 2 weeks ago, I got to see a tribute band, electric light orchestra ELO tribute band. They were really good. And that gave me a shot of concert juice. And that same place we saw like a cover band, and the same thing. They were really good. They did Queen and Bowie and Pink Floyd, and it was just really good. And yeah, so nice, quiet, peaceful, hang with the fam, be intentional with the occasional rock concert. So that is hashtag a new era you, or new era you. So thank you, Elle, for doing this. I hope I did it justice. I hope I wasn't too rambly. And if you liked it, I don't know, do it too. If you want to do the VR, go right ahead. All the information will be down in the description box. Yeah, subscribe, like. I don't know, you can share it if you want. You don't need to share it, but just like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and if you're up for it, I invite you to do the tag. Hashtag new era you. Becoming your best self. Who do you want to be? What does that person look like? And basically what I saw is a virtual vision board. My aspirations, what I want to do, what I want to be when I grow up, what paths do I want to go down, because I have a problem with that. I do an awful lot, and currently I don't know where I want to put most of my energy. So she will have that all figured out. She will have that all figured out. And even though I'm not bored, I would like a direction, and she has that direction. So that is, yeah, that's my video for today. I do have a couple other ideas that I might come up. I do not know when they will be out. I am going to be on vacation. Our little family is going to Vermont, including the cat, and that's going to be really fun. So I don't know if I will have time to do any videos when I'm up there, or if it will be when I come back. But you know I'm going to jump in here. I don't have a schedule, but I do have a lot of stuff going up in here, and I would like to get it out. And I'm just about coming up on my my year anniversary of witchcraft. I know I've kind of been doing witchy stuff for over a decade, but the active stuff, and I've done a lot of witchy stuff lately, and it's been fun. So I would like to talk about that a little bit more, and probably do a garden update. I'm looking at them right now. My basil is out of control. I have to harvest it. And I got a rue plant. So that's kind of cool. That's a new addition. And we planted my marigolds. So they're actually outside, planted in the grass. Yeah, lemon balm's doing good. Chamomile's growing. My lavender finally grew. Forget-me-nots are going. The sunflowers are going into big pots. Catnip's doing well. Everything's doing well. So I will give you a little garden tour when I get back from Vermont. And until then, I will see you in the next one. So make sure to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, walk in love and light and music. And I will see you next time.